We've been looking at the story of redemption and how if you were to take the drama of the story of the world, you could put them into the acts. Remember, the first act is this idea that there was a story before we even existed. That first act is all about how there was a trinity, that there was God, and how God split himself into the Spirit, the Son, and himself. And then how there was war in heaven. Act 2 was all about the war in heaven and how that relationship that Act 1 wanted with humans and wanted with angels was really damaged with the war in heaven. So Act 2 is when Lucifer rises up against God and wants to be God. And he brings a third of the angels down with him. And we read about that in the story of redemption. And now we're in Act 3. We're going to kind of review back to that. If you have your worship devotional notebook with you, this might be a cool thing to write down in it. No requirement. That's never going to be graded, but we are now in Act 3. And we get to be part of Act 3. Act 1 and Act 2, we're not even actors on the stage yet. We're still behind the scenes. We're still in the background. The curtain has not even been graced by our presence. But Act 3 is where we enter the story. Okay, which is kind of funny to think about because as humans, we like to make everything about ourselves, right? And really, we're towards the end of the whole drama that kind of starts this earth. Act 3 begins in darkness, like a hush in the darkness before the first notes of a concert or a symphony. Have you ever sat in there and they turn off all the lights? Or if you're watching a play and they turn off all the lights and the screen is closed and then it opens up and the lights come on and the music starts. Okay, there's that hush. It's a waiting hush. It's not like an awkward hush. It's like when they drop those lights in a room full of kids and somebody's all screaming, it's just that like anticipating hush. Or perhaps it's like the darkness of your bedroom in the very early hours, just before you open your eyes, right before someone flings open the curtains into a new day. And not just any day. No. The hush before the day of vacation. Suddenly, a voice breaks through the silence, and there is light. Another word is spoken, and the great canopy of the heavens is unfurled, a sky more blue than you've ever seen, yet translucent when it is dark to reveal the stars that lie beyond. Another word, and the seas draw back to reveal land masses of earth. Again, just a word. Then mangoes are laden on the branches of trees, blackberries burst from their bushes. A cabernet of grapes drip from their vines. Fields of sunflowers stand upright, their happy faces pointing up to the new sun. Oh, and the sun, a whirling ball of fire, perfectly balanced in the heavens, just close enough to it to warm the new earth and not too close to harm. It's all perfect. It's all made perfect for us. If you have learned about Eden in Sabbath school with a poster board and flannel graphs, you've missed something. I need you to close your eyes and I need you to imagine the most beautiful scenes you have ever seen on this earth. Picture rainforests, a prairie in full bloom, storm clouds over the African savanna, and a lion walking into the light. The Alps under a winter snow. And then I need you to imagine all of that times 10 on the first day of its birth. We've talked about this before. The earth, the beauty that we see is tainted by sin, right? So if the beauty that we see is tainted, how much more beautiful did God create it for us? Untainted by sin. The beauty of your new child, the beauty of a sunset, the beauty of nature, the beauty of, even simple actions like winning your basketball game, the emotion and the beauty and all of those things, they're tainted. It's like an art museum with beautiful art that's been burned down and destroyed, and we're simply picking up these burnt pieces and saying, oh, look at this piece. Isn't it beautiful? And it is beautiful in this world of burnt. But imagine that tiny piece and the masterpiece of the painting that it has come from. That's all we get to see down here on this earth. The burnt pieces of this incredible art that God has created originally for us. It doesn't stop there. Into this world, God opens his hand and animals spring forth. Myriads of birds in every shape and size and song take flight. Hawks, herons, warblers, the creatures of the sea leap forward. Whales, dolphins, fish in thousands of colors and designs. Thundering across the great plains, there are racing immense herds of horses, gazelles, buffalo. It is more astonishing than we can possibly imagine. No wonder the morning stars sang together, and all the angels shouted for joy, Job tells us. A great hurrah goes up from the heavens, for the Creator has done his best work. It's an incredible way to picture the Trinity starting this great work. Remember, we read in the story of redemption that after sin enters heaven, well, it is kicked out of heaven, God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit go on with their plan to create us. They want to continue that relationship. They want to have that relationship. They just lost a third of their friends. They want to continue that relationship. They create us and this gift to fulfill relationship, to bring beauty to the world. That is why we are created in glory for the Creator. In the middle of my worship, I do need you to see what's happening. So pardon the interruption. Indy seemed very quiet. And she has found my Subway sandwich that was wrapped up for later. She is devouring it. So, yes, there's a beautiful creation. This is pretty entertaining. Well, you proud of yourself? Hello, everybody. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for part of my sandwich. Anyways, we'll let her continue eating that delicious sandwich. So much for having that later. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. Sorry. Ooh, lost my place. We have grown dull towards this world in which we live. We have forgotten that it is not normal or scientific. It is fantastic. It is a fairy tale through and through. Really now? I mean, like elephants? Have you seen them? Caterpillars? Snow? At what point did you lose your wonder in it all? At what point did you look around and you're like, oh, this is life. This is, that's just normal. It's incredible. When you look at the world around us and what God has created, it's beyond something that our imaginations can even imagine. And yet we downplay heaven all the time. Like, oh, well, heaven's probably going to be a lot like this place. No, you can't even imagine, making an elephant, right? Or if you've ever watched any of those Animal Planets, there's some weird stuff out there in the world. And it works together in these incredible ways. And if you look inside of our body, right, we have like those cells that are in the shape of crosses. And I mean, just such cool things out there in the world. At what point do we stop and we think it's normal? We should be in awe of our Creator on a daily basis. Even so, once in a while, something will come along and shock us right out of our dullness. We come around a corner and there in front of us is a peacock. Or there's a stag with horns as big as he. Perhaps we come upon waterfalls. The clouds make a rainbow in a perfect direction in front of our driving. Or a mouse scampers across the counter and terrifies us. Pauses for a moment. It twitches its whiskers and then it disappears into your cupboard. These things are incredible. When we realize that this world, all that is part of it, the silly and the entertaining and the beauty are created by an incredible God. For a moment, we have to pause We have to realize that we were born into an astonishing story. A story that has mice scampering on counters. A story where humans procreate and make mini-me's. A story where every evening God paints the sky in a beautiful and incredible way. A story where he creates seeds inside of fruit that we eat, that is delicious, that is healthy for us. And then that seed goes into dirt that is not good, that does not taste good, that is not healthy for us, and brings forth more of that fruit. I mean, it is mind-blowing. And we take it for granted. Today, I want you to just really pause. And when things happen to you today, when you look at inventions that humans have created, when you get into a car, pause and just say, wow, God, thank you for the brain that you created that made this item. It's astonishing. When you look at a horse grazing on the side of the road as you're driving to wherever you're going, look at the masterpiece of that animal. The muscles and the movement and the ability to carry us and pull things. I mean, it just blows my mind. If you're not leaving your house, which most of us aren't today, think about the appliances. Think about the things that you're seeing. Look at the light that comes in through your windows and be thankful for glass. Be thankful for the smells and the scents that are beautiful around you. Be thankful for the people. Be thankful for the body, the healthy body that you have, and just be in awe of it. When I look at Indy, I am in awe of her. Today she was swinging in a swing in our house, and I just put my face up next to hers, nose to nose, and I was like, you are incredible. You are incredible. And it is so important for us to pause and remember that, because it helps our relationship with God to say, all of this was made for me, to have a relationship with me, not anybody else. God made this for me to enjoy. He did all of this fantastic masterpiece so that he could have a relationship with me. These are gifts. These are blessings. These are love notes from amazing creator God. Never take him for granted. He is the creator of the universe, and the creator of you and me. Oh, don't take it for granted. Thank him today. Thank him today for all those things, and notice them. Notice the silly, notice the humor, notice the love, notice the beauty in the world around you. All right, guys, have a great day.